Dr. Eva, to help people get a feel for how the process works and how you would address different fertility conditions, do you mind talking about one or two recent cases with coaching clients?
Yeah, sure, sure. We've had quite a few recent pregnancies, and actually two babies born,
Right.
two boys, and each case was different. The first lady gave birth at 45 to a healthy son. It was a home birth, and she was told that her AMH was too low, that she is not a good candidate for IVF, that if she wanted to do IVF, she would need to use donor eggs. And she came to us, and we worked together, and she conceived and had a very healthy pregnancy. And doctors actually did not believe that that's possible at her age. So with her, there were quite a few nutrient deficiencies, genetic polymorphisms, hormonal imbalances that needed addressing. The other case was a lady who was diagnosed with secondary infertility. So the couple already had one child, and they suffered from recurrent miscarriages, and they too had genetic polymorphisms, and they were getting exposed to some very toxic chemicals through their work. And once we addressed that, she was also able to get pregnant, and she also gave birth to a healthy boy. And her doctor actually cautioned her to not try and get pregnant again, simply because the miscarriages were so devastating for her emotionally that the doctor feared for her emotional well-being and health. And so this was, an extreme relief to her, and to have the dream come true after all those miscarriages. And yeah, we had another case with sperm antibodies, where we were able to help reverse sperm antibodies in a man, and that couple too is pregnant, so they're somewhere in the middle of their pregnancy, around week 20, I would say by now. So again, in that case, there were heavy metal toxicities, there were genetic polymorphisms that needed addressing and uh, removing as well. So it's a very different approach for each couple, because while couples can present with the same issues, for example, recurrent miscarriages, old age, poor fertility, or poor egg quality, poor sperm quality, what caused it is always very different, because we are all as unique as our fingerprints, and we all have our own diets, our own lifestyles, our own habits. We all live in different parts of the world, have different traditions, and all that impacts, what they do on a daily basis. And so, what we do with each new coaching client is we ask them to fill out a very comprehensive questionnaire which analyzes whole body system functions, family health history, personal health history from birth until now, diet, exposure to toxins and electromagnetic radiation, cycle information, history of trying to get pregnant, stress levels, and more. And this combined with any past test results give us a good start to identify potential problem areas which need investigation. And we can do this with specialized tests. And at the same time, we are correcting any imbalances and deficiencies with the help of diet, lifestyle adjustments, and supplements.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing those success stories. That's so wonderful. I know that fertility cases can be extremely complex, and it just seems like they're getting even more complicated. And that's why I always appreciate being able to refer clients to you. And also another thing that I consistently observe is that when a woman has gone through IVF or multiple IVF and they come to see me, I feel like then there's there's another layer of imbalance that needs to be addressed as well. And of course, because there was like a lot of hormones that were injected, and stress levels were very high. And I'm sure you see this all the time.
Mm. Well, that's often, yeah, I mean, it's often true about IVF because, you know, there may be some overlapping issues and treatment goals, but a combination of factors are always unique. And then on top of that, you know, with IVF and the drugs used, you may need to do more liver work, detoxification work, more support of the ovarian function, is giving the ovaries a bit of a break from all the bombardment.